forgot to do the intro, like we forgot to do our shows the past couple of weeks. Just kidding, we had some severe technical difficulties, but we're back now and we're recording another show. We're gonna record it outside, but the rain decided to just be so mean, so we gotta do it inside, but that's okay because we're recording and it's in person. Stay tuned for the episode.
Take a moment and smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. And while you're at it, click on the notification bell to never miss an upload of Sports Babble with Myles and Quinn. Enjoy the show.
Break. It sure does feel good to be back in the studio with producer Nobro and producer the DAD, as well as me and Quinn, and of course on the call, Myles Lane. And as usual, Quinn's phone is on low battery, so we're gonna try to hurry this one.
Is your phone really on low battery?
20% remaining.
Oh my gosh, Quinn.
All right.
It would have been ready. It would have been ready if the rain had held us back. We tried to go out there once. It started raining. We waited like 15 minutes. Then we tried to go out there again, and as soon as we went back out there, it started raining again.
Okay,
As
let me
it's
ask you this.
thundering.
Why didn't you just charge it while that was happening?
Yeah, that's a good point. He done got you.
Moving on.
All right, everybody. Speaking of rain and canceled plans, okay, I'm trying to find a segue here.
We should address the elephant in the room.
Of the raining plans of the day, Aaron Rodgers is unhappy. Boom.
Obviously.
I did it good.
And we haven't posted in a while.
We have switched on to
think
low power.
me and Myles had very different mindsets there.
I think that you guys put out a valiant effort though last week trying to put out a
Yeah,
show.
we tried to produce
wasn't there.
So,
We tried to produce a NFL draft episode
I had
last
a bail
week.
on everything.
Unfortunately, it did not. There was multiple audio issues, so we figured instead of making you guys have to watch a corrupted, not well produced episode,
I had a bell.
we would just. Oh yeah, Myles had a bell. I forgot.
It's called the
about
bus bell. I rang it for the Patriots and the Giants.
that. Yeah. It's
And the
like-
Jaguars. Not Lawrence, but the other guy they picked.
Yeah. Anyways, so Rodgers
Quinn
isn't
has-
happy.
Quinn has switched his phone onto low power mode, if you guys were wondering. Actually, it was Noah, but moving on.
Yeah, like Myles Marquez started to say, Aaron Rodgers is not very happy in Green Bay, and he is looking for a trade. So, expect to see him playing somewhere else at the beginning of next season.
Well, I wouldn't say expect. I find that this
or
is like
maybe.
the Deshaun Watson situation or Russell Wilson where they ask for a trade, which I don't really think you should be able to do. That's kind of whiny if you ask me, but I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers. He's like the second best quarterback in the league. Those three are all top 5 quarterbacks in the league. Does anyone really think that they're going to get traded?
No. Honestly, I think that Aaron Rodgers, like Myles said, being a little bit of a crybaby.
Some of it is, it's like.
I am a fan of Aaron Rodgers. I think he's a great quarterback. I think it's not the end of the world. I don't know. He has like 2, maybe 3 years left if he's lucky. I think he should just play it out in Green Bay.
And
Wait, is he
something else? I think he is like, yeah, he is being a crybaby, but some of this is a little bit justified. I mean,
Yeah.
the Packers did kind of screw him over last year.
I mean, they did draft Jordan Love, so
If they had drafted a good wide receiver, chances are their team would have maybe been able to make it farther than how they did. I'm surprised they got that far with little to no talent in their wide receiving core.
other than Devontae Adams, who I believe is the best wide receiver in the league.
That's debatable.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Him or D-Hop. Anyways, so,
Or
Aaron Rodgers isn't
Stephon
happy.
Diggs.
There are multiple trade rumors going around. Maybe seeing him on the Raiders, maybe the Broncos. Some even say the Giants, which personally
No.
I don't want.
Why not?
And I'll say why
We
right
don't
now.
want the baby on the Giants.
Aaron Rodgers, he's got 2 years left in him, and he's worth a lot. And the Giants do not particularly have a lot.
You'd have to trade practically.
So we'd basically,
Saquon,
we're not in a very good position right now.
offensive line,
Somehow we'd probably end up going down further
defensive line.
because we'd have to probably end up trading Saquon. Probably not though, because they just like signed Aaron Jones, like a big
or
deal.
first rounds.
We'd have to trade a bunch of picks, bunch of players, and for Aaron Rodgers for 2 years, it's not worth it. Might get us to the playoffs
Does he have
for the
more
first
years?
time in a long time, but
Well, I mean, it's the Giants. Expect them to make the worst move possible, like Kadarius Toney.
Hold the phone.
bust bell.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't got my bus bell.
Insert bust bell noise. Ding 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 ding.
There's no
know if
sound
I
like
have
the
one of
bus
those.
bell.
We don't.
Do I have
I was
a
gonna
bell
bring it,
on
but
the
then
ring?
I thought it would
right.
make too much noise when I was
Sorry
carrying
guys,
it around.
I thought we had a bell
No,
noise.
no, we do.
We got a
Bell?
bell noise.
We
gotta have
did
a
it
bell.
for
Such a common
burn bath.
sound.
Not that one.
No.
Yeah,
it's
close
almost
enough.
There. That's like end
a
of school
school
bell.
bell.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know the one.
From
Here,
the
here we go.
1970s.
Ready?
There we go.
That away.
That's it. That's like
good enough.
start a fight bell as well. Like start of like boxing match.
Well, we're not Aaron Rodgers. We won't whine about this. That's good enough.
Yeah. So Aaron Rodgers is not happy with Green Bay, which understandable. Green Bay has not been making the best moves lately.
Who did they draft in the first round? I don't really know.
Don't know. Did they even have a first round pick?
It can't have been a wide receiver. He would, or a tight end. He would be happier with that.
Oh yeah. They probably did something silly.
They
I think
actually
they drafted like
kind of lucky.
D line or something.
Oh yeah,
I
well
don't know.
they do need that.
Yeah.
They actually get kind of lucky with having Lazard and Valdez Scalding be like decent. Although
Valdez Scantling is like so inconsistent though.
yeah, they got really lucky with Adams being so good. They got lucky with their defense just not being atrocious. They got lucky with their O-line not being terrible. And they got lucky with Tanyan. They got really lucky with that because they're paying him like no money whatsoever.
Yeah.
And
That's
So
that's
they
unbelievable.
got very lucky last year, except for if they had had even a mediocre wide receiver that they had drafted, they would have been so much more lucky.
Yeah. Sorry, me
Wait,
and Miles are
does-
kind of rambling right
Does
now.
Tom Brady have more years in the
Get
NFL
back to
league
work, you slacker.
than Aaron Rodgers?
I am not fully aware of Tom Brady's contract.
Well, that's it. He has a few more years on it, but
Like 2, maybe 2, 3.
yeah.
No, I mean like has Aaron Rodgers played longer football like NFL than
I'm
Well,
going
Brady-
to assume not, because Tom Brady's one of the oldest players in the NFL.
Brady has played longer and he's older, but he takes less hits every year. Rodgers gets sacked a lot,
Yeah, Rodgers-
and he has a better O line.
Keep
we
in
have a
mind,
guest appearance.
Rogers. This is Chloe, everyone. Rogers had
Official dog
that
Sports
knee
Babble.
injury last year that he went through.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, Rodgers has been injured more than Brady too.
Yeah, which it's quite surprising because the Packers have a pretty good O line, but he gets hit a lot because Brady is a stay in the pocket type dude. Rodgers likes to get out of the pocket, throw on the move, which
Bootlegs.
he gets hit a lot, and as you see, injured his knee last year. So we'll see what happens
Also,
with
like
that.
one other thing is Brady keeps playing because he's always on a team that really gets him to the playoffs.
He's
Rodgers,
always on a team that's like
Rodgers
good.
really doesn't have as much of a reason to keep playing as Brady does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like Brady just won the Super Bowl, so why not go again? Anyways.
anything Miles Lane wants to add to that?
Oh yeah, Miles, you want to add
Hey, Miles.
anything about the Aaron Rodgers thing? I know. I'm pretty sure that was your topic for Lane's Lowdown last week too. So
As far as the Aaron Rodgers thing goes, I mean, it's kind of like a huge ordeal for just all the teams who want him and the teams getting rid of him. I think that if no one gets him, if no one like drafts him or anything, he should just retire because Green Bay. I mean, I'd rather retire than be at Green Bay right now. So, I think that unless like a team is willing to draft him, he should just retire. And I don't think any team should want to draft him with all the stuff they have to do to get him.
Yeah, he has a lot of trade value. Like, you're going to have to trade a lot to get him, and it's often not worth it. I think he's one of those guys. It's like, yeah, I played in the league for a while, been hit a lot. Give me a team that's good, that has a good offensive line, that is good, that's going to get me to a Super Bowl, or else I'm really not going to play my hardest. It's not worth it for me.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, moving on from Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, he's already a Hall of Famer. If he doesn't win a Super Bowl, he doesn't have a huge reason to play in the NFL.
yeah.
That's true.
Moving on from Aaron Rodgers, you guys saw it on our beginning slide. I forget what that's called. Intro slide on
Yep.
the thing that Noah made.
The beginning.
Tim Tebow, he's back to the NFL. Tim Tebow has not played an NFL game in like
Oh, wow.
a decade.
You guys don't even know him,
Not
really.
that much. Wow.
Tim Tebow was once, believe it or not, a quarterback for the Denver Broncos, and he was good.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they
And
believe
now Tim Tebow, switching positions a decade later, he's now playing tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So we'll see how that works out
He was
for
always
him.
kind of a bigger, like, not a big guy, but like a taller kind
Yeah,
of.
he's a bigger dude.
Wait, why
running
why
guy.
is the what is the change? Why does he not go back to quarterback and change from
Well,
quarterback to tight end?
He obviously would not start over Trevor Lawrence. That would just be absurd. And I don't know. I'm not too sure what what the reasoning behind that is, but going
Do you
to tight
think
end-
he could be a backup if like Trevor Lawrence is just not getting used to the NFL? Do you think that could be a
if
possibility?
Trevor Lawrence, which
Maybe.
I don't believe is going to happen, has a
Maybe.
bad season, perhaps, I think
Well, I
Tim
don't
Tebow
necessarily
has
think
experience at
that.
quarterback. Jaguars don't really have a backup quarterback because they're probably not going to want to put Gardner Minshew in there.
Is he even still on their team?
Don't know. That I guess that's a likely possibility. You know, there's definitely different players. Like there's wide receivers that have played quarterback in high school or college. That when your team's starting quarterback gets injured, they have to go in and play.
Like that Broncos guy?
Yeah, that happens sometimes with like the Eagles too, because they have like no players whatsoever.
Yeah, how do they how do they somehow have like the most random players in the league and then have nobody?
They have like last year, like I think for the Broncos, like they had to have for one of the games one of their wide receivers start.
So-
Wasn't it Jerry Judy? No, it wasn't him.
Yeah. So Tim Tebow, he's back.
Are you guys familiar with the T-bow? You
Not-
ever heard
Is
of the
that his
T-bow?
touchdown celebration?
Yeah.
Not
I think that's when he
really.
did it. I think that was when he. No, can you get a image of the T-bow? Do you think? or
Yeah.
no?
Tim
Right,
Tebow.
I was
Tebow
gonna
going
work
to
on it.
tight end. I'm not even sure if he'll start tight. I don't know.
Well,
who's
the thing
who's
with
the
that
starting
is
tight
like,
end for the Jaguars?
Does anyone know? Is that something Jaguars fans know? One of these teams that are just so terrible. It's like, who's your starting tight end next year? And then they're like, I don't know, whoever we have. Like,
No, put in the Tim
like I don't
Tebow.
even know
Yeah,
who
Tim Tebow.
their previous starting tight
Then
end
put
was.
Tebow.
do they
Bow.
even have a tight end?
Probably
T.
not.
Oh, go back.
Probably had like
that one.
Peyton Manning playing tight end.
Yeah, there it is.
Tebow.
There it is. Hold on.
Yeah, Tebow
You got
doesn't
the
have
one
a
all the
ton
way
of
to the right.
competition.
The one all the way to the right.
Guys,
yeah.
you can
put
see it
that,
right here.
Put that one in the slide.
This is
so
the
we can-
T-bow.
We don't have it, Quinn.
We got
It's
it here?
it's not up yet.
Okay, we
He's
don't got
got
it.
it.
It's not here. Let's
Epic
pretend
fail.
this
We're-
is the T-bow.
We're pulling it together
You'll
as
see it
we
eventually.
speak.
Wait
It's
for
pretty
it.
much just a T-bow. It's
It's
not even
almost
the
there.
best celebration that Denver did.
You just create a new
It's
one.
almost
now.
there, guys.
A question everyone that I saw a lot of on Instagram especially was, did the league give up too early on Tebow? Because he was on the Broncos and he led them to a Super Bowl season. He did some other stuff. He wasn't great.
Well, I believe he
And
came
then
out
Peyton
when
Manning
Yeah,
went in.
I mean-
and that's-
there he
that's
is.
Clearly
He's in there now next to these guys T-bowing.
Right there.
Look at that. Here's the
He's
T-bow.
T-bowing.
The But
Oh,
of course, you're going to start Peyton Manning over
Insert thumbnail.
Team Tebow. But he did bring Denver to the playoffs. So, did the league give up on Tebow too early? I don't really know.
I'm not sure. I mean,
Seems like something the Jets would do, but the Jaguars are pretty much as bad. So, not really.
I mean,
not surprised.
obviously at the time, Peyton Manning was obviously an upgrade from Tebow, and Tebow is still good, but Peyton Manning
Depends.
still goes down as a top 5 quarterback of all time. So
If not
Yeah.
top 3.
yeah,
or 4.
exactly.
I
So
don't know. It's kind
you
of
know, it's a great decision by the Broncos. Then Peyton Manning brought them to a Super Bowl, and they won.
eventually.
But I think it. There were probably teams at the time. I'm not really sure. At the time, I wasn't as in football as I am now. For sure, I was probably like 3 or 4. Tebow probably. I don't know. There was probably a team that was in desperate need of a backup.
Let's see that Tebow again, Noah.
A backup quarterback where Tebow could have gone. So I think the league could have given up on Tebow too early. And even as a backup position, he could have gone in somewhere, definitely, where he would have been useful.
Though right now, I don't really feel like it's
Right now, I don't
it's
think
nothing.
he's needed in the NFL.
I don't know. As of right now, I don't think it's
It's not
a
going to
real
make the
concern
Jaguars.
on if he.
It's not going to turn the
They're-
Jaguars from a 6-win team to a 7-win team. It's not. It's
It-
not
it
anything
could.
like that.
It's the Jaguars, so
A lot
the
helps.
Jaguars division is so weird. It's like, are we gonna be good or no? We'll see.
And pick and choose. Yeah. So Tebow coming back to the NFL. Myles Lane, what do you think about that?
I honestly don't know who Tim Tebow is.
I think that's so funny. You guys don't know.
Exactly. Like
I mean, it sounds like, so I really can't comment much on it, but if he was a past quarterback and now he's a tight end, that's pretty incredible. I mean, that's hard to do.
yeah.
But, I mean, I just want to, maybe they'll have, like, some crazy, like, trick plays where they go to the tight end and he throws for the end zone. Definitely an option with a quarterback for a tight
I
end.
almost just made a good Deshaun Watson joke that would segue me into my next point, but
Should
I
we
won't.
just have an episode of Miles makes Deshaun Watson jokes?
By
Because I feel like every
Is that
episode he's
allowed?
like, "Oh, I could have made one right
Yeah,
there."
Just a
I
Deshaun
could.
Watson roast.
Anyway,
I
so
think we could do that and just like change the guidance on it so it's.
We would have
it's
to
not
age
out. It's not out for
restrict
if we age restrict it, so it's not only kids that
that
can.
would be our most popular or that would be our most viewed video. What I was gonna
No,
say.
not over my video.
What I was going
No,
to
no, no.
segue into my point was that the quarterback scene in that division is going to be wild. It's going to be Trevor Lawrence, like Kyle Trask. That's 10% on Quinn's phone if you're wondering. So Trevor Lawrence, Kyle Trask, Ryan Tannehill, and Carson Wentz. That's just such a very untalented division. But then you have
Yeah.
like Tim Tebow, Derrick Henry. You have A.J. Brown. You have I don't know who the Texans have. J.J. Watt. We'll just
I
say
guess
nope.
so.
They don't even have him
Wait,
anymore.
I actually
Never
forgot
mind.
about
He's
that.
on the
No
yeah,
way.
I did
He's on
too.
the Cardinals.
Such a non-impactful move.
So who does the Texans even have? I guess you could say Deshaun Watson, even
He's
though
not even gonna
he's
start.
Like, yeah.
Eh.
They have that dude who got suspended at the end of the year.
Who's that? Well, we
Wait,
should
for
have
what
Jeopardy
team?
music playing.
On the
right now.
Texans, he got suspended at the end of the year.
What position?
Will Fuller. They have that dude.
No,
Will
he
Fuller, that
he
guy.
left. He's not on their team anymore. He's on
Oh,
Miami. I
no,
think.
no more Will Fuller.
Never
then
mind.
They have Texans have no
Do
one.
they still have Kenny Stills? And can you still call Kenny Stills mediocre?
Are the Texans Titans now like
definitely
the
not.
Lost? Is
I
that
think
what their
the
new
Texans.
name
I
is?
think the Texans are.
The Titans have pretty much no one except for Ryan Tannehill, A.J. Brown, and Derrick Henry, and that's enough to propel them to the playoffs.
and they have Malcolm Butler, who made one good
They
play
did
in the
not.
Super
He's
Bowl.
on the Cardinals now,
Oh my gosh, Cardinals have everyone. Gosh,
and yet no talent whatsoever. Still,
yeah,
Did
and they're
they even
still
draft anyone?
barely a playoff team.
if that.
Yeah. So
Took a little side trip.
Tim
there.
Tebow, it's whatever.
Doesn't
I
make
think-
a huge impact on.
I
pretty much
think
anyone.
This is
Except for-
about time for our mid-show break. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you
Deshaun
in a
Watson
little
have a
bit.
mid-show breakthrough.
You betcha! Pops Pretzels! Get your pops here! Get your pops here! Pops Pretzels! Get your pops here!
Hey, Dad, can we get a couple Pops Pretzels?
You betcha!
Sweet. Nothing compares to a warm, delicious, cooked to perfection Pops Pretzel at the game. Pops, they're perfect.
And if you can't make it to the game, let Pops Pre-Frozen bring the taste of the game to you.
Hey, this is Quinn, reminding you to head over to sportsbabblevt.com for show recaps, sports updates, contests, news, and more. Plus, click that contact us link and send us your thoughts, questions, or ideas. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Creepy case, it's pillowcase. Creepy case, it's our face. Everywhere you'll ever go, people will say, people will know. That's creepy case, it's their face. Creepy case, the pillowcase. We're the best, we help you rest. Everything is great. We can help you sleep better. Ish. Kind of not. Oh wait, we're hot. Creepy case. We help you sleep, cause it's our face. Every day, every way, we help you sleep and we help you play.
Acting up before us to settle on our pending lawsuit.
With Myles and Quinn.
Some good commercials, some classics. Yeah, that's what I got to say about our commercials. All right, let's get to the second half of the show.
And for those who were wondering, my phone is now at 13%,
We made progress.
magically charged. Woo! Woo! I barely got into that set in time. Gosh.
I would have just stalled it out. I would have been like, "Hey guys, welcome to
I've never seen
Quinn
Quinn walk that
the
fast.
sports.
No, I'm kidding.
All
So
Let's go, folks.
we're gonna start this second half off of the show with Lane's Lowdown. Miles,
Okay.
take it away. Miles,
I
I
don't think I've ever
believe
heard
you
that
are
before.
muted.
I can't tell.
Yeah,
there
there
we
you are.
Yay!
There we go.
I can kind of hear you.
No, still can't hear.
Still.
Yo,
It's
Miles.
because you unplugged it and messed with it, I'm guessing.
Oh
Make
no!
sure that blue one is plugged all the way into the black one there, Noah.
Miles Lane is not happy with this
It
move.
is.
Some technical difficulties. Please stand by.
What's Sports Babble without any technical
I don't have anything
difficulties?
for you here, Quinn. I don't know what. Yeah, it was working and then you unplugged it. So.
I'm gonna try unplug it and then replug it back in.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Miles Lane, try it again.
Stay on Lane's Lowdown.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. No. It's just quiet.
It's quiet. It was the something. I think when you unplugged it happened.
Can you turn him up anymore?
He's cranked all the way.
Huh.
All the way. Well.
Hello?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
We can hear you just like really, really faint, Miles. Did you didn't change anything on your side, did you, with your microphone or anything? Still the same deal?
No.
Okay.
We can have him still talk. It'll just be really quiet.
Yeah. Yell into the mic.
Yeah.
Nuts. All right, I can't help you guys with that. I don't know what happened with that phone.
It's not cool.
Could be your phone is on lower power mode too, or something.
It is on low power mode.
I don't know why that would. Because it was on low power mode before.
I don't know.
Turn your volume up on your phone
I
itself.
did. It's all the way
Is
up.
it all the way up?
I'm gonna whisper a funny joke I've came up into Quinn's ear.
All right. Well,
Okay.
it's time. We got to move on. So it's not working.
Are we just not going to be able to do
No, we can
lanes?
do lane slowdown and just be quiet.
Or Miles could say it and I could repeat it.
Doesn't work.
That doesn't seem sustainable. Go for it, Miles.
That's still.
So we're gonna be talking about a running back who's might be going to the Giants. So
All right.
it's gonna be interesting.
Bring it up.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, you
Go
can
ahead.
hear me. Okay, good. So basically, his name is Corey Clement. He's coming from the Eagles. He was on the Eagles team when they won the Super Bowl.
He scored a
I'm not
touchdown
really
in that,
sure.
right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I don't know if he's really that good. He wasn't really amazing then.
Not
Could
really.
have got better or worse. But the thing we're really talking about is that the fact that he's going to a running back position, a position that's currently occupied by Saquon Barkley.
Who's that?
Wait,
Who's
what?
Saquon Barkley?
And Miles, the short answer to that is no. He will not be taking over Saquon Barkley's position.
Well, I mean, he was third string on the
I mean-
Eagles, so it makes sense he's like -1
Maybe.
on the Giants.
exactly.
They're going to trade Saquon Barkley because they know that he's trash. And
Whoa.
someone he could probably be better, and they could get something better.
Quiet Miles is
out of
spinning some
him.
stuff
I would just
that we don't want to
add,
hear.
I don't think.
Turn it back down.
Can I confirm that neither Mileses have probably ever watched a Giants game in their life unless the Giants are playing the Patriots? Because you guys probably
I've
just
watched
don't
a
care
Giants
enough.
game.
Well, I watch
I
Giants
just-
games when they're on TV, and
I
I
just
don't
watch
have
football
anything else
games.
to watch.
But that
Whoa,
kind of
Miles is just
backfired on
throwing
you.
shots left and right. He's like an
I
NFL
just don't-
boxer, just boxing our Giants down.
We can suddenly hear Quiet Miles.
Yeah. I don't want to hear Miles.
You can hear
I'd like you, Miles,
loud.
but I don't want to hear you anymore.
We're putting you on quiet mode
Okay,
again.
what are you guys' thoughts on that?
I know my thoughts. I know that he's not going to start because we have two running backs that I can
You
basically
honestly
assure
think
that are
that
better than him. Actually, no, we traded
Wayne Gallman or Corey Clement?
I don't think we even have Wayne Gallman anymore.
Well, it doesn't matter. He's not good.
Yeah, but he's probably better than Corey Clement.
I mean, it's a very up
Have
in
you
the
ever
air
heard
battle.
of Corey Clement?
Scored his touchdown or two in the Super Bowl. So I have, and I saw him in a different game like 3 years after that. So
I don't know.
I've heard of him because I hear of everyone.
All I know is that the Eagles don't have him, and so now the Eagles are just worse
Did the
than
Eagles?
they were, and
Well,
now
I mean,
they're just
he's
bad.
like the third string running back. They had
Do they have a new coach?
Sanders and Clement,
Yeah, and
or no,
saying
Sanders and Scott.
saying that the Giants are going to trade Saquon Barkley is just absurd. There's no one we need to trade for except maybe a quarterback, and I can nearly
Or
assure
any-
you that
like
we're not going to
anybody on
trade for Aaron
defense.
Rodgers.
Hey, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna trade him. I mean, I don't think they're gonna
Seems
get rid
unlikely.
of Saquon Barkley.
Yeah,
Well, this-
probably
How
because
much-
he's a
how
top
many
3 running back,
resources-
but that's okay.
How much they've put into Saquon Barkley, like resources and stuff, like
We paid
The
him
thing
like
is, where are you
gonna
$14
put
million?
these-
Where are you going to put these resources in
We
other
didn't even
ways?
pay him
Like,
that much money. We paid him like $14 million.
You don't got the Giants don't have any other help whatsoever. So it's like, we have one good player. We'll just
We didn't
sink
even
all our money
spend that
in.
much on Saquon.
You haven't spent.
What do you mean we didn't spend that much? What's not that much?
For the
only
NFL.
like a half a billion.
Only like $14 million. And he's easily one of the better running backs in the NFL.
Yeah, top 8
Easily.
maybe.
Easily.
Couldn't that really just
I was gonna say top 5, and then I was gonna say number, but then they're gonna get mad at
number
me,
6.
and
You're
I'm not
gonna
gonna start that
not
right now.
You're gonna
7.
say number below 6, say.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe even below 5.
I don't like this one bit. I'm
below
surrounded
5.
by Giants fans.
Miles even wore his Patriots mask.
I did. You guys can tell. I forgot my Patriots shirt, so I'm wearing a Patriots
Yeah,
mask.
guys, look at this.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
No days off.
I'm wearing the jersey of the third best running back in the NFL.
Ooh. Quinn, that's going to cause some controversy.
Best running back.
Third? What are you
All right.
talking about, boys?
You got anything else for us, Miles? Or are we moving on to Noah's?
He's not going
The
to.
Giants fans can tell that the aggression is...
Corey Clement does not have a starting job in the NFL.
Oh, that was it.
Saquon Barkley shouldn't
All right,
have
gotcha.
a starting job in the NFL.
All right, we're moving
Who's
on
going to
to
start over?
Local news and sports with Noah.
Lamar Jackson.
You already know it's with me, myself, and I. Welcome back to Local News and Sports with Noah. So, basically what we have going on today is soccer. COVID
Soccer.
is, for today, Quinn was going to have a soccer game, and we got the MOM in the corner.
All right, we just got the countdown, our official countdown. I think we're good on that.
Okay,
Thanks,
yeah.
MOM.
Thank
Quinn's
you.
phone
What does
offers
MOM
enough of a
stand for?
Huh?
Mom of
Mother of-
multitasking.
I don't know.
Mother.
We'll have to think of that.
Mother. I don't know. Anyways.
Okay. We got. What do we have? So Quinn was going to have a soccer game against Crossbrook today. Did not happen due to COVID restriction. Not COVID
Not
restrictions.
restrictions. It was some
there was-
COVID test didn't
They
come
had
in
a
time.
They had
so-
a COVID scare.
COVID scare.
And
I
so
thought your game got rained out.
they had to get.
No.
I know Miles' game I think got rained out, but they had a COVID scare, and so not all the kids got their COVID test back in time. So we drove 45 minutes, got there, and realized the game was canceled.
So it was a great hour
Been
and a
there,
half
boy.
round
And-
trip.
and-
Then Noah drove back, and that was one of the scariest moments of my
Wait,
life.
no, you can drive.
Oh, wow.
partially.
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, he's got his permit.
But we were saying to Quinn before we left, if you win, you get a creamy, and if you get creamed, you get a creamy. So
Get it
it was
because
That
humor.
was the deal.
And for those who
Humor.
don't understand,
Wait, so did he
um,
not get a
for
creamy?
those who live in
Soft
other
ice
states, you might call it a soft serve. Here, we call it a creamy.
Oh, you're
Okay.
Pennsylvanian grandpa.
Yeah, we'd like to know where you're from and what you call it. Because for me, it was never it was just an ice cream.
You don't necessarily have to tell us where
or
you
let's
live
go to-
if
go
you
out
don't
for
feel
ice cream.
comfortable with
partially
that.
melted ice cream.
You don't necessarily have to tell us where
Soft
you
serve
live.
ice cream.
If you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to tell us where
Well,
you
that's
live.
what they call it
'cause
in
that's
Texas. They called
obviously-
it soft serve ice cream.
Soft serve ice cream. See, and creamy is just so hokey, but that's.
They're like, oh yeah, let's go out and get some soft serve ice cream on a cone.
I always think it's funny to see these big like Vermont dudes, but go and get creamy. You know, like that's really funny. To
Well, I
me.
mean, creamies don't necessarily have to be on a cone, so it could
Yeah.
be soft
No,
serve ice
whoa,
cream
whoa,
on
whoa,
a
whoa,
cone,
whoa,
or it could
whoa.
be soft serve
Let me
ice cream
let me
in
just
a
point
bowl.
something out. Let me point something.
If you
A
eat ice
creamy
cream in a
has to
bowl,
be in a cone.
not cool.
It has to be in one of those foofy little.
when
sugar
we
cone-
got
or
when we
not
went and
the-
got
the
creamies
wafer cone
today,
things.
they asked us, "Would you like it in a cone or in a bowl?"
What about a cup? Like a creamy cup?
A
A
creamy
cup of creamy.
I've had that before. It's the same thing.
It's not the worst thing ever.
And it's still
Okay.
good. And it was honestly better. No, I'm kidding.
That's really the biggest news right now. Is our first creamy of the season.
Yeah.
What else we have? Miles, Marco, have you had any track meets today?
Yeah, we had
or
a track
recently?
meet last Wednesday, and it
Uh-huh.
was in Mount Abraham, which is so far away.
And
How'd
guys,
it go?
Miles ran
it
a
went pretty
1
good.
minute mile.
Those don't get canceled, right? They happen rain or shine, right? Unless,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure because some
It
of the
really
high
depends.
school,
Their
the high
track
school
is
like
made
track
of-
team has
Their
gone
track
in rain.
is made of gravel, so it may be different than ours. Ours is made of whatever.
Grass and dirt.
have you ever had to run in the rain?
Yeah, not a meet, but we have to do practice in the rain, which sucks.
Yeah.
I bet it does.
Thunder and no, so rain we do go. Thunder and lightning no, because there's like shot put and discus and well we don't have javelin, but there's usually javelin or batons, things like that. Some kids have.
Did you
metal
guys
spikes in
know
their shoes.
Miles beat the world record at his track meet? He ran a 1 minute 15 second .33.
I
He
don't do the
ran
mile.
that time in a mile.
I don't do the mile, Quinn, so it's not possible.
What do you do again?
I don't know. Hurdles, big hurdle guy.
Oh, nice.
Like
Miles
Jimbo.
got the hops.
So
Got the bunnies.
did you guys say at the beginning of the show how we tried to set up outside?
I
yeah.
did.
Can you see?
I
If you could see,
mentioned how
no,
the
show us
rain
the
was
big
bad.
shot of us here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If you could see behind.
I bet they want to see that a little more.
Isn't
behind us here.
necessarily the nicest out.
See the
right
white
now.
plastic
It was like pouring
table
at
out
my
there
house earlier.
that we
kinda
tried
weird.
to set up out
Thunder.
there.
I haven't seen any lightning.
Three
but I've seen a lot of
times.
Three
thunder.
times.
3 times we got
Thunder.
rained
See
out.
this-
Thunder.
And this
No,
rain
that
is
was
like
crazy.
perfectly spread out, so we're like, okay, we got it all set up, we're ready to go, and then another thing.
You know it stinks
times.
because
1, 2, 3.
this morning it was like very nice out.
It was really
It
nice.
was
And yesterday
really
it
nice.
was
we got
like
Yeah, it
some
was.
really. Oh, and another
yesterday
thing
it was like
is
70 for you guys. That
We'd
might
probably
be
already
like
be done
normal,
recording if it
depending on
hadn't
where you
been
live.
raining.
Exactly.
Mr. Old Lucky Quinn, we were letting him like relax this morning because he had a soccer game. So we were moving stone around for our drainage.
Yeah.
And Quinn is relaxing inside, taking a shower, relaxing on his bed, watching YouTube.
Miles, as a
Sports-
teenager,
as Sports
let me
Babble with Miles
ask you,
and Quinn.
have you mastered hiding out in the bathroom when there's chores to do? Because Noah and Quinn have
No.
gotten really good
I
at it.
don't do that.
Oh yeah, right.
I just hide out in my room.
Right. Right.
Sometimes I lock the door.
Yeah.
That's for me to decide.
You
We
guys
don't do
hide
a
out.
lot of chores around the house because we have to do them at the farm, and it's really hard to
farm.
just hide out in the bathroom.
Ooh, I bet there's lots of hideouts on the farm though. I bet you can hide all
Well, I
over
mean,
the place.
You could
there.
hide near the cows, around
Like,
the
I'm
cows,
just in
in
here
the
in the
cows.
Clean
I
the
was thinking
stall.
that too, Noah. I see you're thinking.
That's all I got for.
Local news and sports with Noah.
Ping pong, ping pong.
Oh, hit red. Oh, I just made it hit red again. Oops.
We're gonna send
red a
it.
couple-
Listen,
oh,
we're gonna have to make
hit
this
red.
quick because Miles' dad is gonna be here like soon.
Okay.
We've got
we-
about.
Miles Lane
12-ish minutes.
has officially tuned out of the show.
Well, your phone's
Lane is
probably just
tuned out?
off.
My phone is tuned out of the show.
Well, I think is it dead or
Your phone
off?
just died,
It's
Quinn?
dead.
All right. fine. Well,
Miles
We're
probably not
gonna
be
move
happy.
on to NFL trivia.
Actually, I can.
Oh, you guys could see it though.
yeah, that's not a good one. That's not a good way.
Okay,
to do
this
it.
is going to be a pretty difficult one. I don't know if you're going to know this. How many games has Quinn won
for what?
soccer?
How would I know that? Do we get options? I don't even know how many.
I'll
games-
go
It's
last.
between 0 and 100.
I'll go last.
That is
Miles,
that is
Miles,
a terrible,
you go first.
terrible question, Noah.
It's between 0 and 1.
Well, because they can.
You have a 50% chance of getting this right.
Hey, Miles. Yeah, sorry, you're off. Quinn's phone died. What was the question?
How many
many
soccer
games?
games have I won this season? It's between 0 and 1, so you have 50% chance of getting it right.
0 and 1.
No,
Did I lose or win my first game?
No.
How many
played
games have
two
you
games,
played?
Right? You played two.
I didn't play this
played two.
the game today.
You've had 2 games, right?
No.
Okay. What about your scrimmage?
What? This
So
I'm
what?
kind of
We
confused.
tied.
This is confusing.
Mhm.
Let the record show I'm confused.
Miles,
I am also
in
confused.
my most recent soccer game, did I win or lose? 50% chance. Come on, you got this.
The one
got
today?
Yep.
No, it was like last week. It was on Mother's Day.
How could I possibly know?
Hint.
Just guess. You have
scored.
50% of getting this right.
I
Just
gotta
say
get
yes
my
or no.
head slapped if I get it wrong. So there's a lot of pressure.
Did I win or lose?
I think you lost.
You think I lost wrong, Miles? You 50%. You got it wrong. Miles, you do better when you have a 25% chance of getting it right.
And it's NFL
How is that
related.
possible?
Well, I mean, how was I possibly supposed to know that?
It was a 50% chance.
It's also a 50% chance I get it wrong. That's kind of high.
I thought Quinn goes to school the next day and
kinda
he goes
high
like,
that you
"Yeah,
have
I won.
50%
I
chance
played
of getting it
defense."
right. I didn't say anything.
Well, I also don't know anything about your team. I don't even know how many games you've played.
I said one.
Well, you said something about a scrimmage.
Anyways,
Did you lose that?
Okay, I have another one. So this is for you, Miles. How many track meets has Miles? Wait, what is Miles's best score on track meets?
does Miles
Do you
know the
guys know
answer to that?
I
No,
think he does.
Nobody knows that.
Do you know this, Miles?
Miles, do you know that?
What?
What your
I don't
best
get the
score is
question.
on track
Like-
meet?
like
no,
a
I don't think you
place?
score in a track meet.
No,
Like
like
a place
place.
or like your
Yeah,
time?
your place.
Oh.
Place? I'm gonna guess second place.
All right,
That is
here's
correct.
the final question.
Oh my God.
Here's the final question of trivia.
Let's go. That was like a 2% chance of
This
getting
is
that right.
Right. This is a
Not
multiple
really.
choice question.
Yeah, probably
Okay.
not.
From what state is Chloe from?
Oh God.
Oh, I know
Is
that.
it
Oh, wait,
A?
Okay, I'll go last.
Connecticut. B.
Oh, it's gonna be like North
Is
Carolina.
it B,
or something.
New Jersey? Sorry. Is it C, Arkansas? or is it D, New Hampshire?
I'll go last. I know it.
It's
feel like
Connecticut,
Arkansas.
New Jersey, Arkansas.
That's
New
your
Hampshire.
guess, Arkansas.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Arkansas. No, wait, you guys wouldn't know that.
Connecticut.
I'm gonna say New Jersey.
Arkansas, New Hampshire.
I'm gonna say New Jersey.
I'm gonna
She
say
is a Giants-
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
All right. I guess
Arkansas.
this really wasn't a good
I honestly
question
thought
because
it
no
was
one Quinn
Arizona.
actually knew it. I didn't think they would really know it, but it is Arkansas.
You guys have
You can
proof
see
of
her in the
that?
You
background.
can see her in the background.
Do you have proof of that?
Yes,
we have
probably.
proof. We can present that to you in the next episode.
right,
I
cool.
think that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this episode of Sports
Or like, did
Babble
she
with
come
Myles
from a
and Quinn.
shelter in Arkansas, or was she born in Arkansas?
Thank you, Myles Lane, for
Yeah,
joining
doesn't
us.
matter.
Fountain.
No helmet stops today because
We're gonna see you guys next time.
All right, take care.
Peace. Deshaun Watson.